Hello, folks. It is I, Will, with Exposing the IWC. And are you ready for a great weekend? A great weekend of wrestling? I mean, maybe great for all I know. You got NXT BattleGround. You have Saturday Night Main Event. You have Double or Nothing. And you have Shine Forever from Marigold. Wow. Wow. We're going to be talking about all these shows and my level of interest and if I actually care. We'll be diving into all of those. I'll rank the 4 events from least excited to most hyped. We'll see if you guys agree with me. Hope all is well. What's up, Keenan? Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And we're going to dive into it. Well, actually, before we dive into that, let's talk about WrestleMania. Now, if you don't know, WrestleMania was supposed to be in New Orleans, but apparently that's not happening now. And apparently, much to the chagrin of the UK folks, WrestleMania will be in Las Vegas again. Now, I could come on here and get all hot and bothered and upset, but I'd be lying. Do I really care where WrestleMania is? Not really. As long as it's being shown on TV and I can watch it, fine. I'm not traveling to Las Vegas or the UK or whatever. I'll be watching it from my own home regardless. So I don't really care where it's at. But I do understand people who are kind of annoyed by the fact that apparently it's going back to Vegas. It's probably a TKO thing. TKO probably enjoyed the business in Las Vegas, and now they're going back. Am I that upset by it? No, but I can understand. What's up, Maya? I'm glad you're listening at work. I can understand why folks are annoyed by the results of the final resting place of WrestleMania. I don't care that much, honestly. I was poking fun at the UK folk because UK wanted it. I like to laugh at them, but beyond that, I don't really care that much. It is what it is. We'll see if it actually ends up in Las Vegas. That's what the report is. Is it in Vegas? I don't know. We'll see. You guys probably know more than me. I just got home from work, so I've never really been paying that much attention to what's going on. But apparently, it'll be in Vegas again. Let's talk about BattleGround. I'm gonna talk about these shows from least excited to most excited, I guess. Let's start with BattleGround. I don't know. It's between Double or Nothing or BattleGround in terms of excitement, but we'll see. So let's start with the BattleGround. Let me pull this up here so you can see. For those of you who can see the screen, NXT BattleGround. Now, the first image you see here is Stephanie and Jordan Grace. So I assume that is the main event. Probably will be. What we got here? First match we're going to talk about is Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs against the Culling. Do I care about this match? No. Think about NXT. Oftentimes, the build and the show can look kind of lackluster, but the matches will deliver. Will this match be good? Probably. Do I care that much? No. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We'll see what happens. It'll be a match. It'll be fun, I'm sure. Do I care that much? No. Oh my God, Tony D against Stacks. Do I care at all? No. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. These builds, especially for the men, I could care less. I don't care about Stacks in the family and the storyline whatsoever. This might be a bathroom break match or a go get some food match. Don't really care. How about this match? Now I'm excited about this. Connie Jordan versus Soruka, the rematch. They faced each other last year, I believe, at BattleGround. Was it a BattleGround last year? A very, very popular match that people liked. Dave Meltzer had stuff to say about it. He criticized the match, complained about it. But who cares about him? I love these two together. These two will be in a rivalry for years, I think. They'll be competing against each other for a while, I believe. This is something to look forward to in the future. Of course, I have Soruka winning this. Last time, Kalani Jordan won. She'll retain. How will Delta play into this? I'm sorry, not Delta. Zarya, her new name in NXT. How will Zarya play into this? Probably not that much, I don't think. I think Soruka wins clean. Good match. These two are very promising talents, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do later on. Rhea Ripley doesn't Rhea Ripley doesn't no purpose, no motivation, no direction, no she's not hungry to be women's champion. Why you said that, Mackenzie? Was retracted. Who retracted it? Did you retract it yourself, or did one of my mods retract that comment? Let's see. Joe Hendry gets Trick Williams. Joe Hendry, Trick. I should be more excited about this match than I am. I'm not that excited about it. The build has been fine. I think this would be a good opportunity for TNA to shock the world and put one of their belts on an NXT talent. They keep having these matches, these basically a showcase match for the other brand or the other promotion, and everybody knows there's no real chance of a title change. Well, how about this? How about this time around, you actually put the belt on Trick Williams for a second, or 2, or 3, or 10, right? Short amount of time. You have Slammiversary coming up in the summer. Let Trick Williams hold the belt until Slammiversary, and you have Joe Hendry win it back. News, headlines, big deal. That's what I would do. But more likely than not, Joe Hendry will retain, and that'll be that. But I think there's an opportunity to put the belt on Trick Williams, make a splash, and then have him lose to Joe Hendry at Slammiversary. That's what I would do. But who's to say, really? Who's to say? Next one, let's see. Obafemi versus Miles Bourne. Do I care about Miles Bourne? No. Sorry to tell you the truth, I don't. He has some fans online. I'm happy he has some fans, but I'm not that invested. The winner is clear. Obafemi wins. Now, if they did something crazy and had Obafemi lose, then you know Obafemi is getting called up, right? Yeah, so that's going to happen. And then, so I have him retaining. And then for the big match here, Stephanie versus Jordynne Grace. So I'm going to put you guys, for those of you who can hear me, who are listening, I'm going to put your feet to the fire and put it in the chat or the comment section if you're watching this later. Who's going to win? Make a decision. Call it out now. Who's going to win? Stephanie or Jordynne Grace? The winner will stay in NXT. The loser is going to the main roster. So make a decision right now. Who's winning? Steph, and she stays in NXT, or Jordynne Grace, and she stays in NXT, and the other goes up? I am not sure. Gun to my head, I say Stephanie loses and gets called up with the quickness, and Jordynne Grace stays in NXT for a little bit longer. Stephanie is the older talent. He's a talent that is already over on the main roster, more so than even Jordynne Grace. He's a play-in from that neck of the woods. And then WWE is about to do some Mexico shows. And I think they may want to remove her from NXT and push her to the main roster so she can be the chick who can speak the language down there, you know, doing the ads, doing the work, and wrestling down there in Mexico on the main roster. He had some run on Raw recently. He's over like Rover already. It's fine. Now, what I think, if Stephanie stays in NXT, it'll be her decision. Because you remember, originally they gave her the offer or the option. What do you want to do? Gave it up to her. They said, do you want to stay in NXT or not stay? Would you want to go to NXT or go to main roster? And she chose NXT so she can work on her promos. If she wants to continue working on her English before making the jump, she will be in NXT. Beyond that, she gets called up. I think it's in her hands what she wants to do. I think Triple H will take her on the main roster now. So it just depends on if she wants to go up there and she's ready. Her English isn't great. It's fine. It's passable. She's so over, it doesn't matter. So it just depends on what she wants to do. Stephanie will win. I get the feeling Trick Williams is winning on Sunday. That's what I would do. But I'm saying that Santana is being is beating Trick for the TNA title, and not so Joe Hendry won't win it back. That's interesting. He has a long contract. He's not going to go to WWE anytime soon. Jordan Grace is winning this. Well, Jordan Grace is winning because Stephanie is getting called up. Makes sense to me. That's probably what I would do. I'd have Jordan Grace win, Stephanie get called up. And that is pretty much NXT BattleGround. Yeah, it's kind of like it'll probably be a good wrestling show. But unfortunately, some of these builds I don't care for. Sunday, during the same time as Double or Nothing, I believe. Again, I'm looking forward to Stephanie Jordan Grace, what's going to go down. Looking forward to Soruka Kalani, what's going to go down. And in the men's matches, if we're getting a title change here with Trick and Joe Hendry, I like it. If not, rest of the matches are kind of filler for me. Not really invested, but it is what it is. Okay, that was BattleGround. Now let's move on. Let's see. When was the last time I've been on AW's webpage? Probably been a minute. Let's see. Do they even have like the breakdown of the show? The way WWE does it? Let's see. They do, but it's kind of weird. Let's go through this. Double or Nothing. Okay. Let's do this. Anarchy in the Arena. You have the Death Riders storyline with Moxley front and center versus Kenny, Willow, Swerve, and the Ops. This match will be fun, I'm sure. Am I kind of burnt out on the Death Rider stuff? Yeah. Well, I'll be watching this match, sure. You got Swerve, you got Willow, you got Kenny, you got heavy hitters in this match. It'll be fun. I don't want Willow opposite Marina Shafir, but that's the story she's in right now. Hopefully it'll be over for her and she can move on. She just re-signed, so hopefully they can push her to Mercedes Moné. I don't know, but it'll be a fine match. I'm sure it would be. Sure will be. Okada, Speedball. This will be fun. Let me plug in my laptop before it dies. Okay, let me go. I didn't realize my laptop was not plugged in the entire time. Gonna die. Good match. It'll be a good match. Move on. Ricochet, Mark Briscoe. Another good match, I'm sure. Ricochet's been doing good work, good heel work. Briscoe's over. He puts on a good show typically. I'm sure this will be fine. But yeah, solid stuff here. Let me move on. FTR. Yeah, I don't really care too much about this match. Might be a skipper. Daniel Garcia, I don't really care. Nigel, don't really care that much either. Yeah, I'll probably be skipping this one. Ricochet winning? Probably. So far, I got, I wonder who's gonna, you know what? I'll go with Kenny, Willow, and Swerve and the Ops winning. I'll go Okada. I'll go Ricochet. And I'll go FTR, but I don't really have a say in it. I don't really know. How about this one? Tag Team Championship match. You have the Hurt Syndicate against the Sons of Texas. What a horrible name. What a horrible name. I'll go with the Hurt Syndicate here. They're over. They're relevant. They're being pushed to the forefront. Now, they're the Ring of Honor champions. Is this like a... Okay, so it's only the AEW championships on the line? Yeah. Hurt Syndicate retains. Toni Storm, Mina Shirakawa. Toni retains. They've wrestled before. I've seen it before. It'll be a fun match. It'll be fine. These two are very charismatic. They're entertaining. They can put on a good show. They know what they're doing. It'll be fun. Toni Storm wins. Nothing really to see here unless Mariah May shows up. If Mariah May were already signed, this would be the time to show up. We'll see if she does. I'm not convinced she does, but good for Mina, I guess, to have a match. But the result is not in question. The other ladies match. So there's only 2 out of 12, I think, or 2 out of 10. I'll see in a second. Mercedes Moné, Jamie Hayter. Owen Hart final. The winner takes on Toni Storm because Toni Storm is going to win her match. Who is going to win? Now, Mercedes Moné lost in New Japan her strong belt to Azumi. Will they have her taking another L here? Will Athena get involved? I'm going to guess. I think the match to make is Mercedes Toni Storm in terms of like noteworthy, like big match, big names. Not saying Jamie Hayter is not big, but I think that is the match to make, which is funny considering folks thought it was going to be Athena, Mercedes Moné. Can they still do that? Sure. But I don't know if that ship has passed. The hype for that has passed, I think, a little bit. So I'll go Mercedes, I think. I'll say Mercedes wins and takes on Toni Storm at All In, but I'm not sure. WWE putting on slot this weekend. AEW and Marigold putting on some quality shows. Okay, Solar. And for the last match, so for the men's final, these two put on a hell of a promo segment yesterday. Got Ospreay against Hangman. Hangman had a very passionate promo. Will that matter? I don't know. The winner takes on the Moxley, right? At All In. I don't remember the stakes of this match. I guess it's All In against Moxley. Moxley will probably drop the belt to what's his face, Mr. Mount Everest, whose name I'm blanking on right now. I always blank on his name for whatever reason. I always blank on that man's name. Darby Allin, that's what it is. Yeah, Darby Allin I think will probably beat Moxley. But anyway, as far as this match goes, I'll go probably 50-50. I don't know. I guess I'll go Ospreay, but I have no confidence whatsoever. So you look at this card, there's only 8 matches here, which I don't mind. But of course, we'll probably add a bunch of prelims and some other stuff, no doubt. This is not the only matches. No way. We'll add some more. We'll add some more for sure. But this is a solid card. I'm not going to front. It's a solid card. Good matches, good talent. Moxley retaining at All In would be the worst thing they could do. I've been wanting him to drop the belt the entire time. So hasn't happened yet. So I'm not getting my hopes up. He'll probably retain. Anna Jay and Harley Quinn versus Harley Quinn. Wow. Anna and Harley versus Megan Bayne and Ford is confirmed. Okay. I wish I cared about the match. I don't. I think the Megan Bayne situation is kind of interesting. They booked her very strong. Now she's wrestling Anna Jay and Harley, who I like very much, but the conversation is about, around ass. You look at the comment section of the last match they had. Entire comments are just talking about Anna Jay and Megan Bayne's ass. That's the current state of it. In terms of the fandom, storyline, don't care for it that much either. And I'm a fan of most of the talent in that match. I just don't really care about the storyline. I don't love it with Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne went from dominating Toni Storm, and Toni Storm sneaking away with the win, to wrestling Harley and Anna in more of like a comedy, fun kind of storyline. Not for me. Not for me. But that's just me. Okay, Kevin, what's up? Call me Space Boy. I'm not gonna remember that, Kevin. No way I remember that. But thanks for subscribing. Thanks for showing up. There's no way I'm gonna remember that. And that is AW Double or Nothing. Okay. Now, the next show this week, let's see. So I have Mercedes winning and Will Ospreay winning. And that's pretty much the matches that I actually care about. Megan Bayne was being booked like Oates to Brock. Yeah, she's being booked very strong. Now this is what Tony Khan does. He has his storylines that he cares about, and his pushes he cares about. But once the push is over, he gets sent to the back. Right now, Megan Bayne is not relevant. Well, where's Britt Baker? Where's Camille? Who knows? Who knows? I don't. I sure as hell don't. Okay, now let's do Marigold Shine Forever. This is the big Joshi show this weekend. We'll finish with Saturday Night Main Event. I can complain about that at the end. Let's talk about Shine Forever. Best way to show this one, because Marigold website is trash, to probably just go to, I don't know, wait, let me see how I handle this one. Well, maybe I'm wrong. It's been a minute since I've been on the Marigold site. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. The first thing I see when I go to Marigold spot is this. The card for the first ever show. Now, this is actually telling. Well, not telling. This is actually interesting simply because the show we're getting this weekend is the 1 year anniversary show. So this is the matches we had last year, but this should not be the first thing I see. This should not be the first thing I see. Whoever running this account, this is terrible. Like, why the hell am I seeing the first ever show? That's ridiculous. Schedule. Let me click on schedule real quick. Yes, they need to have somebody come in here and actually bring this site into the future. What is going on here? Home. Yeah, this is ridiculous. We hit news. See what happens when I hit news. Yeah, they don't update the site. That is stupid. Twitter is where you go to see stuff that's up to date. Am I still blocked? I am. Let's see. Let's see if I can find like a graphic for this card. I mean, those some of the shows. There's some of the matches there. Let's see, media. We'll do this. I know there's like one graphic that has them all on there. Let's see if I can find it. Damn it, Marigold. You are slipping. I know I saw it here because I had it. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Let me take this off real quick. Let's see if I can find it via my bookmarks. Did I bookmark it? Might have. I did not. Okay, let's try this one more time. The English account. Let's see. Let me try the English account. Maybe that's better. But all joking aside, need to update their damn website. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, this is not bad. This is good. Yeah, thank you. I use this. All right. So let's look at Chrome. All right. First thing first, Shino against Mai Sakurai. This is a debut match for Shino. She is a you can call it a super rookie. She's second generation. Her mom was a very, very good wrestler in her time. I'm excited for this because I feel like they are putting her in this position because they believe in her. They're excited about her. Considering what happened with the last show we saw from Stardom and the two talent they put forth in their debuts, looking very, very good. I hope that Shino can bring to the table some excitement for the youth of Marigold. I think she will deliver. They branded her a super rookie. We'll see if she actually is. But I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Next one. This is your typical Joshi tag team match. This is probably the most likely to skip. You do have the they're almost a faction on the right. I know Rossi said he doesn't really claim any factions in Marigold like that, but what's the name of that faction? Like the dark something? Like somebody knows. Remind me what the faction is that Chiaki and Nigasai and Isamatsu is in. Like the something. I forgot what it's called. It's not like dark or the black something? Wolves? Something like that? I don't remember. Yeah, I almost got it. Yeah, Dark Wolves Army. Yep, I was close. The Dark Wolf. I don't hear it enough. Not part of the branding enough. Like this should say Dark Wolf Army right here. Instead of having all these damn names, it should just say Dark Wolf Army. But yeah, this would be a fun match. I mean, you have some young talent in here. Well, not young, but new to wrestling. Honestly, this is probably a skippable one. Not gonna lie, I'll probably skip this one if I had a choice. Not gonna lie. Oh, they have right up here. I didn't realize they had right up for these matches. Yep, daughter of Legend, Joshi Legend. Yep, pro debut for the white belt. Hopefully she impresses. She's like 17 or 16 like that. I think she's 16. Very, very young. Let's see what they had to say here. Darkness Revolution. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. You're wrong, Solar. They changed the name of the group. Darkness Revolution now. Makes no bones about shunning Megaton. Megaton has lost time and time again in big tag team matches with her unit. Will Megaton be weak link or has her recent training paid off? So this is like a Megaton match storyline with her. That's funny because the heel group, you're supposed to like seeing the Megaton has come around. Is she ready to step up to the plate? Kind of crazy. Next match. Here we go. Hoki Amare Tanaka versus Chika Goto. Now, Minami Yuki, I like her. She's coming around. She's getting better. I think she's being elevated somewhat here, especially with this match. Like, typically she'd be in like this type of tag team match, right? She'd be here. But she'd be coming along in the ring. I think they like her. So she's been kind of elevated to this level of talent now, which I think is appropriate because I think she's doing very well. She's improving very well. So I'm happy to see Minami here. But this is a tag team match. This is really about Koki and Chika. Last time Koki Amare was in a match, he was beating Chika Goto, but she got injured, so the match got cut short. So now with that GHC belt that Koki Amare has, that Noah belt that she's been holding for the last 5 months, uncontested. They could have vacated it, but they never did. But now she's back. Hopefully she's good, her knee's good, and we can see her defend that belt. Same belt that Mayu Watani wants, by the way. But this is a fun match. Fun match. Koki's return. Let's see the write-up here. Let's see the write-up. Probably about Koki. Koki Amore makes her long-awaited return. Yep. Chika Goto has her sights on that GHC title that I was talking about just now, that Noah belt. And Minami has something to prove against Kazuna Tanaka. He's been coming along, so I'm happy for Minami. Should have been a singles match. I don't think they're ready to have her in a singles match. I think this tag match will be like, I think Tanaka will have like most of the work here, like most of like the carry most of the load. I think Koki will just be like a entry level, like get your feet wet kind of match to see where she's at. Another tag match. Okay, we have Marigold against Marvelous. Promotion versus promotion. Happy to see that Nao Ishikawa is actually wrestling as herself, not as Gigaton or whatever her name was. So this will be a promotion versus promotion match. A lot of talent here. You have the tag team champions on the right side, the new Marigold tag team champions, which is a Magenta. They're on the right here. You should just say Magenta instead of having their two names here. That's what I would do. But anyway, fun match. This will be cool. Speaking of Marigold, they are now on Wrestle Universe. Good for the Marigold crew. Let's see, here it is, Marigold. I'm sorry, Marvelous. Good for the Marvelous crew that they're on Wrestle Universe now. So now you'll be able to watch them on this app if you have the subscription. Huge for them. A lot of time you have to go track it down, their shows, but now you can see Takumi Iroha right here on WrestleMania. I'll say WrestleMania. Right here on Wrestle Universe. Not WrestleMania. It'd be kind of crazy if it was called WrestleMania. Copyright infringement for sure. But yeah, it's good for Marvelous. It's good for them. I say Margot wins this. Fun match. I'll be watching this one, sure. Next one. All right, here we go. Now we get into the big guns. Big matches. Speaking of Takumi Iroha, here she has a match against Shiri Yamaoka. This is interesting because Rossi loves Shiri, loves her. He's already trying to like push her to the top of the card. Already said that she's gonna be the future of the company. So this will be a big test for her. Takumi, I like her a lot. I like her offense, her kicks, her MMA style. I think that Shiri will lose, but I wouldn't put it past Rossi to making this a very, very competitive match. He wants to elevate Shiri, so we'll see. Speaking of Takumi Iroha, she's now tag team champion with Shiri. Her and Shiri won the tag titles for AAA. So well, not AAA, but the name of the belt is like AAA something. I can't remember, but so many damn titles over there in Japan. Okay, I can't keep track of it. But Shiri and her are now tag team champs. Let me see something over it. Speaking of Shiri, her show that she put together Look at that. New tag team champs, Sari and Takumi Aroha, taking on Hate. Tai Kamatani is like the hottest wrestler in the world right now. Well, in Japan. I won't say the world. Tai Kamatani is the hottest wrestler in Japan right now. And Uzuko Tora. Good match. Fun. Exciting. Good stuff. This is going to be July 14th, which is supposedly the weekend of Evolution 2. A lot of good women's wrestling that weekend. If it is to be believed that July 13th weekend will be Evolution 2. Yeah, it's gonna be a very, 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 very good match. Very, very good. I'll go Takumi, but I'm not sure what's the point of it. Let's see. Shuri has lived up to the hype. In many ways, reminiscent of 2013 Takumi Aroha, who exceeded all expectations too. Make no mistake, this is a master versus a newcomer. I agree with that one. But Shuri wants to show the world that she can win at elite level. I think she should lose. It'll be very competitive though. And I like that Rossi's just gonna throw her into the fire and see how she reacts. But I'm not entirely sold on Yamelka here. I really am not. I like her. She's cool. But is she like this prodigy, this can't miss prospect? No. She's fine. I like other younger talent. My favorite young talent. I prefer Victoria Yuzuki. I prefer Manami and Shinjo. I prefer Azuze, Inaba, and JTO. I prefer Arena in Stardom. There's a lot of talent around her age that I prefer. She just started wrestling. She's been wrestling for like what, 6 months? And I think 6 months to a year. I don't know. She's young. She's fine. Do I love her? No, but she's a good wrestler and she's coming along and she'll be fine. But Takumi Aroha should definitely beat her. So that's what I'll say there. Let me go back to where I was. Lost my place. No. Okay, let me go back to here. Okay, here we go. Go back. All right, we're here. Now let's move up to the match I'm maybe looking forward to the most. I am. Definitely I am. Victoria Yuzuki taking on Mayu Iwatani for the Superfly title match. I always said Victoria Yuzuki is my favorite wrestler in Marigold. I love her. I love watching her. And she'll be taking on the icon, one of the greatest in the world, Mayu Iwatani. They have history going back in Stardom. Victoria Yuzuki hung out with stars before she made the jump. They've wrestled before. They know each other well. And the time has come to see just how far Victoria Yuzuki has come along. I love this match for her. Now, this is a 15-minute time rule, so I think it'll end a draw. I could be wrong, but I think this will end a draw. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It'll end a draw. Both women will show off their athleticism and their talent. But this is a very, very big match for Victoria Yuzuki to show how far she's come. Now, it's funny. If we talk to Stardom talent, well, not Stardom talent, you talk to Stardom fans, they will tell you that she's not the best rookie of 2023. When she clearly is, like she clearly is. I was reading this Reddit post where they're talking about ranking the 2023 Stardom rookie class, but it was in the Stardom Reddit, and all the Stardom people had her at the bottom. Wow, you guys are just hating because this woman is clearly the best of these rookies. Clearly, she's better than Sayaka Kurara. She's better than Aya Sakura. Okay, she's better than these women. She is in the ring. In the ring, she's better by far. Hanako, I respect. But even her, I would say Victoria Yuzuki is the best in the ring. And if she was still in Stardom, they'd be saying the same thing. They're not saying that because she left to go to Marigold. And for whatever reason, there's a weird tribalism right now going on between Stardom and Marigold, where Stardom fans hate on Marigold and it's very annoying and very lame. But she is clearly the best 2023 rookie to come out of Stardom. Okay, it just so happens she made the correct move to jump to Marigold. Now she's champion wrestling against Mai Iwatani. I think it all worked out for her. I think it did. I agree. She shouldn't drop the belt. She should not drop the belt. Yeah. Solar. Suri is all sounding very similar. It's all kind of confusing. Because it all sounds so similar, mess with my head. I hate it. Too many names sound similar in the Joshi scene, for real. Don't get me started with Miyu. Miyu Watanabe, Miyu this, Miyu that, Miyu Amasaki. There's so many different Miyus. It's annoying as well. And the Momos and the Minamis, there's so many of them. It gets ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Let's get right up here. What's going on? No. Close that. Let's go back. The icon has arrived in Marigold, and the first step she takes toward her goal of Grand Slam champion is Superfly title. However, her protege, Victoria Yuzuki, is the hottest rising star in pro wrestling today. I love that line. I love it. And yes, Victoria Yuzuki did look up to and admired Mayu Iwatani. That was her favorite wrestler. So I like that tagline of the protege. She's the successor. She's the successor. At least that's how I like to look at it. That's how I like to look at it. Next one. It is Utami Hayashishita against Mirai. Now, Utami's been in the news because I made a tweet and it blew up. It was not my intention to have everybody talking about Rossi's comments about Utami. Rossi said that he wanted her to get in better shape. And I tweeted it out and it went kind of viral. People said Rossi is a creep and I call him all type of names. Saying they wish he would die. It's kind of weird. People are weird online. But anyway, he likes Utami clearly because she's champion. Okay, she's the damn champion. So clearly he hasn't have a problem with her that much. If he did, she wouldn't be champion if that's the case, right? Anyway, Utami champ. She holds the red belt, the crimson red belt, taking on Mirai. I like Mirai a lot. I think she could be a face of a company or promotion. Unfortunately for her, I think she loses. This will be a fun match, hard-hitting, exciting. I think Utami will retain, and she probably should. It's not the main event. I think she will retain. I do believe Mirai deserves singles title eventually here. She deserves it. She's good in ring. She's a good face of the company, kind of face. I like her a lot. A fan of hers a lot. I'm probably more of a fan of her than I am of Utami. I think I prefer Mirai, but now it's not the time. So I think Utami retains, and she probably should. Not when, Summer Destiny right around the corner. Right around the corner. So why is she losing right now? It is the 1 year anniversary though. Rank Joshi talent with 3 years of experience based on potential right now. Well, Sayaka Karara will be at the bottom, along with Aya Sakura. I'm giving them a hard time. They're not bad. I just don't love them. Let me think about that. Victoria Yuzuki be at the top. Manami from Shinjo will be at the top. Azusa Inaba be at the top. Rena at the top. Well, I don't know how much experience Rena has. Well, all I know is she's been wrestling for the last 6 years. Because sometimes they start very young. Um, I don't know. It's a hard question. There's a lot of young talent out there. A lot of them. Okay, Utami retains. And finally, we have the last match for Naoya Takahashi. The last passion match. Taking on Miku Ano. Now, they wanted it to be Julia. That's what they wanted. Well, Julia was not ready to go because she has a job. And she's about to be in the Money in the Bank match. So she had a qualifying match the same weekend. She just got called up. So Julia could not make the trip. So it's Miku Ano. Now, Miku Ano is probably the most popular talent there beyond Mayu Iwatani. She had the most merch sales. So she's a good candidate to win this match. I do think she wins. And I think they should go ahead and put her against Tommy for the red belt. Oh, straight for the red belt. I think she deserves it. She's very popular. Again, merch sales, top of the list. She can go in the ring. She's already won the white belt. I think the next logical step is for her to face Utami for the red belt next. Unless at Summer Destiny they want to have Julia show up. They can do Julia Utami. If not, they should do Miku Ano against Tommy for the red belt. Honestly, if she won, I wouldn't be mad because again, she's very, very popular and she's a good wrestler. So go ahead and pull the trigger. I wouldn't be upset. And that is Shine Forever. Now, this PLE or pay-per-view, I'm sorry. I believe they're going to announce Summer Destiny. You may get a message from Io or Julia. This is a big show. This is the first year anniversary show. You'll get a lot of announcements, a lot of different surprises, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a very, very good show. I think. Let's see what it says here. Naoya Takahashi retires after 29 years career. Looks to go out on top. She won't. By standing in her way is Miku Ano, Marigold's most popular star. I'm on the ball here, folks. I called that before I even read it. See, I watched the program. I watched the promotion. I know what I'm talking about here. I'm informed. Who looks to take down the legend and make another step towards the top of the pro wrestling world. So she's popular. She is a fan favorite. Merch sales are going crazy. Put her against Utami. Have her face Utami Hayashishita. I don't see why not. Am I ready for a Miku Ano red belt reign? Am I looking forward to her winning that belt? Not really, but she deserves it. I think it makes sense. But yeah, this show is going to be very, very good. A lot of surprises. My favorite match on the card. Right here. Right here, folks. Tori Mayu Iwatani. It is going down. Thoughts on Mania dropping New Orleans for Vegas? I don't know the reason why this is happening. What's the reason why it's happening? I'm not sure. Honestly, because I don't really travel to WrestleMania, I'm not that passionate about it either way. It sucks for the New Orleans folks who thought they're going to have WrestleMania in the backyard. Sucks for them. But I'm not that passionate about where it takes place. Is it kind of like weird? It's going back to Vegas. I think it's probably a TKO thing because TKO, UFC loves Vegas, you know. We'll see. I'm not that upset, but I understand people being upset by it. I really do. I understand. I get it. Like it's kind of weird to go back to Vegas for sure. Kind of weird. That's my Marigold talk. Now let's move on to Summer. I got it wrong twice. I almost said WrestleMania. I almost said Summer Destiny. Saturday Night Main Event is what I want to say. Let's go there. Okay, look at this show. 4 matches on the card, folks. Now, I think 4 matches is the right call. Because last time they had this damn thing, the 5 matches, the matches were super short. So I'll take 4 over 5. If the longer and it's more flow, more ring time, I take that. But I will say there's no women's matches, all men. That's interesting. Let's start with McIntyre Priest. This feud has been going on for a while now. It's going on for a while. I think it's time to wrap it up here. Steel cage match. This will end it. I like Drew McIntyre's chances. These two have been doing a good job. I look forward to it ending. I say Drew wins. I'll give this match 20 minutes. Let them cook. Let them really get into it. Probably the match I'm looking forward to the most, I think. I definitely. This is the number 1 match I'm looking forward to for Saturday Night Main Event. It's going to be a good one. Winner, Drew. Moving on to the next one. Rock R-Truth. Now this will be a story-driven match. Very story-driven. Angles, facial expressions, character work kind of match. The work rate is not that important here. Will there be some false counts? Sure. Will there be some near misses? Sure. But ultimately, John will retain. It's more about the story beats here and what's going to happen within the match. Storytelling, the psychology. How will R-Truth react to Cena? That's really what the story here is. And I'm looking forward to it. Well, that's a lie. I'm fine with it. Not really looking forward to it. I'm okay with it. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Will Cody Rhodes show up? That'll get the Cody Rhodes pop. Imagine if Cody Rhodes shows up to save R-Truth. Big pop for Cody. Smart way to get him back. Last time we saw Cody, he was getting booed. So we bring him in to save R-Truth. Big pop for Cody Rhodes. Big save. Makes sense. In fact, I'm calling it. I say Cody Rhodes shows up. Apparently, Travis Scott might show up here. Do I need Travis Scott? No, I don't need him. But he may show up here. It's whatever. But I have Cody Rhodes showing up here to save R-Truth from beating. Boxing and MMA do Vegas all the time. Sure does. And TKO makes sense. Yep. It's more about TKO thing, I think, for Vegas. Next match. I said I was most looking forward to the Drew Priest match, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I prefer this one. We have a tag match where Sami Zayn is tagging with CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Now, some people are speculating that Sami Zayn might turn here. We may get a Sami Zayn heel turn. I mean, look at that smile. Kind of suspicious. Not gonna lie. Do you guys think that Sami Zayn will turn? I wouldn't be surprised. But because a lot of people are predicting it happens, probably won't. But maybe, I mean, who knows? I'd say 50-50. I think Sami Zayn heel turn could be fun. I think it'd be fun. But we'll see. There's some tension between Sami and CM Punk. Can I trust you? Like that kind of tension. It could work out, but I'm not sure yet. I do believe Seth and Braun need someone else. It can't be 2 of them. It needs to be 3. Will Sami be the third person? Could he be the third person? I don't know. You tell me. No Tam Nakano. What do you mean, no Tam Nakano? He retired a month ago. I say Seth and Braun Breaker win here. Shenanigans, interference, something's going down. Won't be clean, but I say Seth and Braun Breaker win. And again, I like that it's only 4 matches, so these matches have time to actually breathe. Unlike last time they had the damn show, because again, it is a network show on NBC, commercial breaks, so just do 4 matches. That's fine. 4 epic matches is fine with me. Is that it? Is that the 4? No, I missed Jay and Logan Paul. Here we go. The final match I'm going to talk about here. Jay and Logan Paul. Jay will retain. Am I looking forward to this? No, but I'm sure it'll be entertaining. I'm sure stuff will happen. Yeah. Will Gunther get involved here? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I know Jay retains, but that's about it. Is there any story beats that I'm looking forward to? Not really. It's an interesting show. It's an interesting show. All 4 of these matches can be fun. All 4 can be fun. It all just depends on the execution here. But yeah, I think 4 is the right decision though. 4 is the right decision. There's no women's matches on this card. Maybe they should announce Evolution very quickly. It's funny, not that much people are talking about there being no women's matches. I haven't seen that many people talk about it. That there's no ladies on this card. I don't know why, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh well. But yeah, this will be fun. I hope. And that is my crash course on the weekend. I'm going to rank these shows. Number 1. Number 1 is probably Marigold Shine Forever, honestly. Number 2, Saturday Night Main Event. 3, Double or Nothing. Last one, NXT BattleGround. But that's just me. That is just me. Maybe I'm in a minority there. React to review on Stardom. I thought that, here's the thing. Starlight Kid, she is the truth right now. She is undeniable. I thought her match with Hanako was very, very good. I thought some of Hanako's power spots were good. Her power bombs, all that stuff was very, very well done. I think Starlight Kid is only second to Saya right now. Only second to Saya. If not for Saya, I think Starlight Kid would be the talk of the town. I love what she's doing right now. Putting on bangers every time she goes out there. I saw her call out Saya recently. She wants to do a white belt versus red belt match. Will that happen? I don't know. She wants to win the 5-star GP. But yeah, I like what she's doing. I like both rookies that debuted. I thought the first one against Azumi, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Athletic, showed promise. The girl who wrestled Hannon, I thought she was excellent. Her technical skills, smooth transitions, looked very, very good. That tag match, trios tag match, I thought was fine. Ended up being a draw. So now it's a triple threat for the Artist of Stardom belts. See how that works out. But that was a fine match. What else I'm missing? It was a solid show. Time Forever, Double or Nothing, Saturday Night Main Event, and then BattleGround. I'll swap Double or Nothing in Saturday Night Main Event, but I get you. We're pretty close. Pretty close. Who wins the Julia versus Charlotte versus Zelina match? Julia, for sure. Julia is paralleling Roxanne. So whatever Roxanne is doing, I think Julia will do it as well. So Roxanne, she gets in, then Julia will get in. If Bianca was healthy, she would get in to mirror Rhea Ripley, but that's not going to happen apparently because she's injured, unfortunately. So yeah, Roxanne and Julia both get in. Charlotte loses, just like Becky lost. Charlotte has to talk to Alexa Bliss after the match. But yeah, Julia wins, so no worries there. While my Joshi stands, you can be happy there. Any other questions? Would Starlight Kid go to Marigold or jump to WWE? WWE. I don't think she goes to Marigold. I think she goes to WWE if she goes. When she leaves, WWE, not Marigold. Even though she's gonna go, but now I think Bushiroad has treated her well. Likes her booking and her situation. So I think she only leaves now for WWE if she leaves at all. If she leaves at all. Right now, Stardom in a very, very good position. Due to the work of Rossi and Fuka and Nanae Takahashi, due to their work, they built up Stardom and sold it to Bushiroad. And now they are at the top enjoying these media sessions and all the benefits. Will Margot ever get there? I'm not sure because Stardom has such a start on them. But yeah, we'll see. These women making Dom relevant. You would mean Liv, Rhea, and Roxanne Perez. I don't think Roxanne is going to try to seduce Dom. I think Finn is just using her to piss off Liv. I don't think they're going to go like a romantic thing. I don't think Dom and Roxanne will be a couple. But it's just there to piss off Liv Morgan. And I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. Should be fun. It should be fun. Nice picture of Stephanie and Lola Vice here. Lola looks like she's in very, very, very good shape. Good for her. She's killing it in the gym. Clearly. Any other questions about anything? The feud is going to end with Roxanne versus Liv and Dom versus Finn. Yeah, probably. And a tag match too. It's Soul versus Ivy now for the Speed Women's title next week. Who will win? I think Soul retains for sure. I think she retains. No offense to Ivy now, but I think she retains. Tonight on Collision. Is Collision being shown tonight on Thursday? Thriller TV. Anybody watching that? Never mind. With 3 days until Double or Nothing, Mercedes faces Rena in a TBS title match. Who you got? Watch Collision on Triller. It is on Triller. Weird. Anyway. Will Damian Priest defeat Drew at Saturday Night Main Event? No, I think Drew wins. Keep Kyrie away from EO on TV anyways? Why? 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 Why do that? Explain it to me. Why? Why would you do that? What's the problem? What the? John Cena, Travis Scott, and Logan Paul against presumably Cody, Jimmy, and Jay has been pitched for. Huh? Okay, so Cody Rhodes shows up on Saturday to help R-Truth. Why is Jimmy getting involved here? What has been pitched? Keyword pitched. I hate it. I hate it. Enough is enough. Hell no. No. No, 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 no. I don't want to see it. Make it stop. Make it stop. Only if they feud. I agree with that. I agree with that. I want them to feud. So I agree. I agree with you ultimately. I agree with you. I don't want to see them together unless it's a feud. Same. Same here. I think Jordan Grace will beat her. It's like 50-50, but I'm gonna lean toward Jordan Grace will. I think he wants Stephanie on the main roster. So Stephanie goes up, Jordan Grace stays, I think. Yeah, Travis Scott's, I don't know what's going on, man. It's what inner analytics tells them that Travis Scott is beneficial. I guess social media stuff like that, but I don't see how he's helping the bottom line. I just don't see it. I get it, promotion, eyeballs, but is it really doing anything for like getting new viewers? I don't know, man. I don't love Travis Scott thing. I really don't. You really don't. Get 3 months free of Triller TV or AW. Nah. Watch AW Plus free for 3 months. Not interested. Nah, I don't care about that. I asked Tony Khan about the women's tag team titles in AW. Tony Khan says that the goal that that's a goal of his and something he wants to do. Something he wants to do. No timetable for that. But apparently Tony Khan wants to have tag titles for women. We may get tag titles for the ladies eventually in AW. Street saying Raquel might betray Liv for Roxanne. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think Liv in the Judgment Day make too much sense. But I see why some folks say that because Roxanne and Raquel have some history, but I don't think so. Do Finn takes the title off Dom? I can see that. I can see that. If Stephanie gets called up to Raw, do you see her defeating Lyra for the women's IC title? Yes. I can see it for sure. Definitely. No hesitation. Because Rhea Ripley will have the top belt when she beats Io. So yeah, I see that for sure. Steph will defeat Rhea at this rate. Rhea will be walking into WrestleMania champion, I'm convinced. She will win the belt by her birthday. Her birthday is Crown Jewel. So she'll be champion then. She'll win the damn Crown Jewel belt by defeating whoever the champion is on SmackDown. And by then, Bianca will probably be a full-on heel. You'll get Bianca, Rhea Ripley, heel face Mania, which is a smart move at this point. I think Rhea is white hot as a face. You turn Bianca heel, no confusion, clear heel face dynamic. Bianca walks into Mania as a heel, and she dethrones Rhea Ripley. That's my plan. That's what I'm taking to it. Travis Scott makes things intriguing. In what way? I don't mind seeing him doing some creative storylines with John Cena. He feels out of place. He does. He feels out of place for sure. I'm not looking forward to him at all. But that's just me. I'm not saying I'm right, you're wrong. It's my feelings. Feels out of place. And I don't really care about him. Look at these badass tag team champs. Wonder how long the tag team lasts. I know him, I just don't remember the out of the top of my head. Let's see. Stardom rookies. I tweeted about them yesterday, right? Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I can pronounce it. PQ? 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 I don't know how to pronounce that. Furusawa. Furusawa Kikiyu? Something like that. I'll get that name. That's a weird first name. And then the other one was, here she is. Emma. Simple enough. Emma Mashima. Very talented debuts for both of them. You see who where? Her? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Not in stars. Not in stars. Not in God's Eye either. She's cool though. Very cool, very talented, very smooth in the ring. Very, very talented. Any other questions before I wrap up the stream? Get home. Did I miss anything? Let's see. What is your prediction for Masha versus Victoria Crawford match tomorrow? I forgot that match was happening. I'll go Masha, even though I don't remember that match happening. Let's see. Under Siege. Damn, I forgot about that. I forgot about that show. Oh, well, I guess. My bad. I forgot. It's too much wrestling. Too much wrestling, man. Look at Indy Hartwell on the damn poster. Indy on the poster. Good for her. Yeah, I have no clue. I got no clue what's on that card. Stars on Neo Genesis. I agree. Rhea or Naomi for Money in the Bank? Women's Money in the Bank could be Naomi, I think. Will it be? I don't know. Should not be Rhea. Definitely not Rhea, but it should be Naomi. It'd be interesting to see what that match is. The last match for SmackDown. Probably be Naomi, Jade, and someone else. Maybe B-Fab. I don't know. Not Bianca, unfortunately. That match will take place in Knoxville, Tennessee, in Bianca's hometown. You can't convince me that Bianca was not supposed to win that match. But she's out injured. Sucks. When does Zarya turn heel? Sometime after BattleGround, when Soruka retains. They're doing a slow burn. I appreciate that, but it's gotta go down eventually. Do you think who do you think will fill Tam Nakano's void in Cosmic Angels? Probably Natsupoi. I don't think Ano has the charisma to do that. I think Natsupoi can get close. She can try. It'd be hard no matter what. It'd be tough. Thinking about Cosmic Angels, it'd be tough. They desperately want to push Saika Karara and Aya Sakura, but I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't love it. They're okay, but you can hype up Saika's spear all you want, or little drop kicks, but none of them have the charisma and the star power of a Tam Nakano. I'd probably go with Natsupoi, but yeah, it's gonna be rough. Roxanne probably gonna win the Money in the Bank. I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna do back-to-back NXT call-ups. I think Tiffany was a special case. But we'll see. I don't think so, but we'll see. Now, if Naomi doesn't get in, then it's probably gonna be Rhea Ripley. Probably it's gonna be weird. Rhea doesn't win. She doesn't need it. I would love nothing more for Bianca Belair to show up and screw Rhea Ripley. Can you imagine? One hand Bianca Belair shows up and screws her. I love that. Why not? Pull the trigger on a long-term feud. Let Bianca come out there with one hand and all, and whip Rhea Ripley with her right hand, pull her off the ladder, let someone else win. That's what I would do. Can I say something without you getting mad at me? No. I'm kidding. Go ahead. I can't guarantee how I'll react, but go ahead. Do you see Jade and Alexa interfering tomorrow night, costing Charlotte Flair? Not Alexa, not Jade. I think Julia just pins. What's her face? Vega. I think she pins Zelina Vega, and that's that. No interference. No interference. I don't think so. Maybe a distraction, but not interference. I'll love that. I would love for Bianca Belair to KOD her off the ladder. I'll love it. ICW champion for Masha Slamovich? I know that. There's way too much wrestling. Got another belt? Asha cage match. Let's see. You did. Wow. 3 belts, Masha Slamovich. Crazy. What was the point of Triple H giving Io the belt and retaining Mania if he wasn't going to give her a good storyline? You're gonna miss another PLE in 5 minutes backstage segments. It's disappointing. That's what he does with babyface champions. Look no further than Bayley. Bayley won a championship last year at Mania. What happened? Not much of anything. Not much. Backstage segments. Nothing interesting. Lost the belt to Nia Jax. That's how it works. I was concerned that babyface Io get a similar treatment. If you remember, the Mania build was about Bianca and Rhea Ripley. So to answer your question, the reason why he elevated Io Sky was because he wanted the Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley storyline to run a year. I think he wanted to, cause remember, on the board, the whiteboard, the original plan was Bianca, Rhea Ripley. That changed. I think it changed because he wanted a longer build for that story. But it said, who can win the belt? Io. That's why she won the belt out of nowhere. Remember that Monday Night Raw where she beat Rhea Ripley out of nowhere? The pivot. And it worked out well for Io, and the match was great. But now they can do a longer, more satisfying build towards Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair next year. That's the reason why. I think she dropped the belt by SummerSlam, which is a solid run for her, solid run. But yeah, SummerSlam is over, if not sooner. Rossi will never do Io like that. I agree. But Rossi doesn't run in WWE. Rossi does not have to deal with all this talent that Triple H does. A little different. Rossi has a relationship with the Io Sky. So it's a little different. Correct. Babyface Io is a transitional champion for Rhea Ripley. That is correct. But to be fair, beat Bianca and Rhea at Mania. That's not really transitional. Transitional really, sometimes it's like no title defense, very, very sloppy, like Asuka to Bianca. Remember when Bianca lost to Asuka and Asuka dropped it to Bianca? Then for Io to cash in? That's transitional champion. Which is kind of weird because Bianca went back anyway. Before Io cashed in. Kind of weird regardless. But yes, I don't think Io is transitional because she won the big match at Mania. Short reign. Not a traditional reign. Not transitional, but a short reign. I think she's just holding the title. Yep. I agree. But there's still time. Remember, you have Money in the Bank, got Evolution. So there's still time to give Io some shine before she inevitably dropped the belt to Rhea Ripley. Still time to give her some big matches. She's just got to do it. Because right now, she's backstage walking around with the belt. She's like, I say, the role of title holder. By that, I mean, she's literally holding the belt over her shoulder. But that's what she's doing. She's like a rack, like a hanger rack. Holding the belt. No story, no real promos, no real character work. It's holding it, walking around holding it, but being champion with the belt means nothing. With no TV time, no story time, no character work. Just a champion with the belt. You're just a title holder. That's all you are. You're just holding it, but not doing much of anything else. I'm hopeful that sometime before SummerSlam, to give her something to chew on. But again, I don't think they like writing for her. I don't think they like writing for her at all. They prefer someone else talking for her, which was Dakota Kai's goal or her position. But we'll see how it goes. Maya does not believe evolution is happening. Well, I don't blame you because we are late. We're late May, and no announcement. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Maybe they'll announce it at Saturday Night Main Event. I doubt it. Or maybe they're waiting for Money in the Bank. I don't know. But in my opinion, if it was happening on the 13th, they would announce it by now so people can buy tickets. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Those are two things: evolution and the draft. The myth of the draft and evolution. When is it happening? Where is it happening? Like, we don't know about those two events. I think Rhea's reign will be shorter because, well, not shorter because she probably win it at SummerSlam. So SummerSlam all the way to Mania, about what, 7 months, 8 months? September, October, November, December. Yes, 7 to 8 months. So it's plenty of time. No, you're not wrong. Tickets should be on sale by now. But to be fair, Maya, let's be fair. There is a Saturday Night Main Event scheduled for July has not been announced. But it's still time, I guess, right? Check this out. Check it out. It says here, July 12th, Saturday Night Main Event. Location to be announced. That, I believe, is very telling for Evolution. This is the same weekend. Now, we do know that they want to have Evolution and this event the same weekend so the production team can, like, do both without traveling. Not been announced. Had this been announced without Evolution, I'd be like, you know what? That shit ain't happening. But because this is still TBA, so no tickets been sold, can't sell tickets for a TBA show or a TBA location, there's still time. So the rumor is this will be Atlanta. So they might announce it at the same time. They'll announce Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution. It gotta happen soon, though. Gotta happen soon. I will say this is evidence that there still be some stuff cooking. There still may be some stuff cooking with Evolution. But this will be the same weekend, and this has not been announced yet. So we'll see. Same weekend as this show. Location TBA. Where the smoke just fire. So I think Evolution 2 will probably be announced at the same time this show is. Whoops, here we go. Babyface champions never get good creative. I agree. Unless you're Cody. Before Lyra and Becky feud, she was doing backstage segments, barely on TV as well. An Evolution match card prediction. I'm gonna wait until they announce it. I won't jump the gun that much. let's let him announce the show first before I come up with a damn card for that. What would be a match, though, that would involve Nikki Bella? I don't think about that. Never mind. Something like Stephanie Lyra. Assuming Stephanie gets called up, I could see Stephanie Lyra on that show. Io Rhea or Io Kairi Sane. It'd be interesting. I can't predict Bianca's match. I can't predict it for that kind of show. Bianca Nia. Bianca Naomi Jade. But yeah, there've been rumors about Ronda Rousey. Ronda might show up for this card. Well, let's wait till they announce the card first. I think it could come this weekend. In fact, I'd be surprised if they didn't announce the next show this Saturday. So after this show, or during this show, they announce the location of this show. Maybe then we'll get some clarity on Evolution. But it might be wishful thinking. Hope so. I'm hopeful, but that might be wishful thinking. But yeah, they didn't announce the show already. Collision looks kind of meh. It's a meh Collision tonight. CBS and Max. Why is Collision on Thursday and not Saturday? Because of like sporting events? I don't know. I don't know what that is. With the NBA? I don't know. I don't know. Weird. That's weird. All right, folks. That is it for the stream. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. This weekend should be fun. We hope. Or it could be a dud. It depends on what you're looking for. We'll see. I don't know. I'm hopeful though. Hopeful. Okay, so Triller is international. Okay, I'm dumb. Triller is international for Collision, not USA. USA is going to be TBS. Oh yeah, double. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. Double or nothing. Duh. That's why. That makes perfect sense. Yes, it's on Thursday because of Double or Nothing. You're right. That was dumb. Don't forget I said that, Maya. Forget I said that. Ignore me. There's a gnat in here that's annoying me. All right, guys. Call you guys later. Peace.